Hello student, today we are going to study the fundamental unit of life, that is cell. Just to remember the basic difference between living and non-living things. And what are the basic characteristics of living beings? That is composition, growth, reproduction, metabolism, evolution. Today we are going to see the first character, that is composition of living organism. Student, imagine the trees in the forest, the fish in the river, the bird in the sky, the worm in the soil, tiger in the forest, even the cactus in the desert, or your classmate sitting next to you. All what I mentioned here are in fact any living things on this planet Earth is made up of cells. Cells are the building blocks of living organism, and many cells come together to form a living organism. But beside these, some organisms like bacteria made up of only one cell. These organisms are called unicellular organisms. Example, bacteria, amoeba, euglena, paramecium, etc. Unicellular organisms perform all the functions like any other multicellular organism. As we all know, various organs perform various functions during its entire lifespan, like respiration, digestion, excretion, reproduction, etc. And body with specific organs to carry these functions. Organisms made up of organs and organs made up of tissue. Tissues are the group of cells. We can say that human body is composed of many cells, just as bricks form an important part of a building. So we can say that cells are the structural and functional unit of the living organisms. Cells forms tissue, tissues forms organs, organs form organ system. Next we will see how is the cell discovered. Let us come to that. In 1665, Robert Hooke discovered cell. He observed dead cells in the cork of the bark of a tree using old basic microscope. He observed empty spaces and he named them as cells because they resembled small compartment. He observed something similar to honeycomb structure. Next, we'll see the features of cell. First point, number of cell. There are two types of organism by saying the number of cells. First one, unicellular organism, multicellular organism. Name itself indicates uni means one cell and multi means many cells. Example for unicellular organism, bacteria, amoeba, etc. Example for multicellular organisms, we are the human beings, plants, animals, etc. Next we'll see the second character feature, shape of the cell. It has various shapes. Majority of them are round, spherical, elongated, etc. But you know what exactly gives the cells its shape, just like a rooms get its shape from wall. A cells gets the shape of the cell membrane, which is the outer covering of the cell. Unicellular organisms like amoeba have no definite shape, that is irregular and keep changing its shape. In multicellular organisms, cells are of different shapes. Example, nerve cells, elongated, branched in structure. RBC spherical and concave in structure. Next, we'll see third point, that is size of a cell. Cells are very tiny in size, not visible to the eye. Hence, to view them, we use microscope, which is the instrument which magnifies and enlarges the image of the cell. A smallest cell is 0.1 to 0.5 micrometer in size, that is a bacterial cell. Largest cell is 170 mm into 130 mm. It is an egg of an ostrich. But you know what? You all must know this. The size of the cell is based on the functions it performs and not in the size of an organism. Nerve cell is in same size in elephant and even in a rat. Next, what is biology? Biology means study of life. Life is composed of many cells which come together to form a living organism. Number of cells can vary depending on the size of an organism. Example, elephant and rat. Elephant have more number of cells when we compare to rat. Rat has less number of cell compared to the elephant, but the size of the cell remains the same both in elephant and rat. Next we'll see the next point, that is regeneration. Cells have the properties of regeneration. So imagine that you got a wound in your knee and many cells are damaged, but your body has the tendency to regenerate those cells on its own because of the process of healing due to the body immunity. Cells has many components that we'll study in the next session. In next class we'll study. We'll try a small exercise. Name the cells in a human system and draw the structure of those cells. For example, RBC, that is red blood cell, having the structure concave and spherical. Write down the other cells and its diagram. Thank you, students.